Sherin Mathews' mother, like we have never seen her before, in a black and white jail uniform, charged with abandoning and endangering her precious little girl. Tonight, both of Sherin's parents are locked up in the Dallas County Jail.
And a lot of you have been wondering, what does that mean for the Mathews' oldest daughter, a 4-year-old who is now in state custody? Here's Jobin Paniker.
Well, Sherin Mathews was brought here to the Dallas County Jail, and she'll remain here unless she bonds out. But now her arrest raises all kinds of new questions, specifically about the CPS case for her biological child. How does her arrest affect that case? A face void of expression, Sherin Mathews stood and heard the charges against her.
Abandoning or endangering a child, which is a state jail felony.
This arraignment hearing behind the glass happened this morning in Richardson. Several hours later, she's escorted to the Dallas County Jail. Why did you leave her alone? No answers to the many questions reporters asked her. Her arrest and now stay at the jail adds a major wrinkle to the custody case of their biological child. CPS tells us the 4-year-old is now with a foster family, not a relative or a friend. 2 CPS hearings have already been continued. A lot of you have been asking, what now? How does the CPS case proceed? And now with the criminal case. We met with Pete Schulte, who is an attorney. He is not connected to this case. He says both cases will take separate paths.
At some point they'll come to a head and they're going to relate to each other, but they're not focused on each other.
CPS says there may be hurdles, especially now that both parents are in custody and now need special transport for these CPS hearings. That could cause some delays. But Schulte says the judge can order the sheriff to have both Wesley and Sherin present for those hearings. CPS says it is up to the judge to decide what is in the child's best interest. Having this 4-year-old go to the grandparents or relatives are options.
But even CPS will say that placing the child, they can't go back to the biological parents to put it with a family member. That's always preferred.
But that child will remain with the foster family until this is all ironed out. Much easier said than done. Jobin Paniker, Channel 8 News.
Sherin Mathews' bond has been set at $250,000. Her husband Wesley is charged with felony injury to a child. His bond is $1 million.